Hey everyone, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I'm going to talk about sports for a second, and this issue of domestic violence is basically an issue that we all need to have a conversation. And the reason why we have this conversation is because, we always focus on, if a man hits a woman, he's a monster, he's a bad guy, blah blah blah. But everybody was silent if a woman hits a man. You know, and then let's talk about Minnesota running back Dalvin Cook. Now, in the sports news, the sports world is now talking about the situation. There's reports that Dalvin Cook hit his ex-girlfriend. And I already posted a text message on YouTube community page about the incident, right? So, but then they did not even talking about the ex-girlfriend in her past, and I think she was a military veteran. She was used to be in the military. But there's been rumors that Dalvin Cook and her were messing around while she was married. And there's been reports that, while she was married, she stabbed her husband. She's mostly stabbing her husband. But nobody's talking about that. All they was talking about what Dalvin Cook allegedly did to her. So, but then let's go back to that, because this is basically really, really important. Now, before the media even brought really not just the sports media actually brought the Dalvin Cook situation up, there's a text message between Dalvin Cook and his ex-girlfriend, and again, it's on my community page, on my YouTube community page if you want to check it out. Saying about, he's sorry, blah 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 blah. I think they don't want to go to the police because they know they're going to blame him for allegedly with the injuries that she suffered. So, but then again, you see reports that she threatened Dalvin Cook. I mean, she literally threatened him with a gun. She did not want him to leave, and stuff like that. This is a very dangerous situation. And again, we don't hardly talk about when a woman hits a man, not hardly. But we always brought up, well, if a man hits a woman, and everybody knows when it comes to domestic violence, if a man hits a woman, you put your hands on a woman, you know what's going to happen, that the law will arrest you and everything, and your entire career, everything will be gone like that. So the thing of it is that she filed a lawsuit against Dalvin Cook because of the injury she suffered, according to the text message. Now, what you're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they don't want you to see. The video, what you're about to see right now, they don't want the media, the sports media they don't want this coming out, but it's going to come out right here. I think the Black Sports Online has also got the video as well, but I want you to see it for yourself, and because this is important. And this is Dalvin Cook and the ex-girlfriend who filed a lawsuit against him for the injuries he suffered at the text message. But what you're about to see is basically that Dalvin Cook wasn't the aggressor. The ex-girlfriend of his was the aggressor. So let's play this, and then we'll continue the rest of my commentary.
You're blocking him. I'm gonna block him. You can call him. You can call whoever. Nobody wants to call the police. Just let him. No! Okay, let me talk to him. I'm talking. You owe that to me. You owe that to me. Shit, nobody. I'm gonna let my hair go. Let it go. Stop. Yeah, I'm gonna punch your shit again. Get this shot here too.
With the text messages and everything else, this reports that she was just doing that to extort him, Dalvin Cook. Because remember, we were bringing back with the Ray Rices and now his wife, when he was engaged to him with the elevator situation, and what happened with Ray Rice? The NFL kicked him out of the league. So now, according to Adam Schefter, there's been reports that basically that now Dalvin Cook is now a victim with the domestic violence. Now remember, this is really after the fact that the video that Black Sports Online has released. So when you think about it, everybody thought and the sports media even put the text message, the text message on the thinking that Dalvin Cook put his hands on her, and that's when she using that to her leverage to extort Dalvin Cook or blackmailing him in a way. But with the husband, toward the ex-girlfriend's husband, accused that she stabbed him multiple times. And then there's reports that, that he did a lot of awful things to him. She did awful things to him. And then there's been stuff that's going on between her and Dalvin Cook that, he's been a victim of domestic violence, how she treated him. So everything is starting to come out now, and they try to take a step back. At first, they want to just, they want to see how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? They want to see how it plays out. Because the last thing they wanted is another Ray Rice situation. That's what they don't want. So what they do is they play itself out, and like I said, Black Sports Online and Adam Schefter saying that he's been a victim. And this is according to his tweet, Adam Schefter's tweet, that Dalvin Cook is a victim of domestic violence with his ex-girlfriend, and so now she's filing a lawsuit against Dalvin Cook. Try to get probably half of his millions because of what she did on the picture that you see on the community page, YouTube community page. So everything is coming out now between the Dalvin Cook situation. And the question I would like to say is, we already have things when it comes to men versus women. When if a man put his hands on a woman, you know good and well he's done. His career is done. He will be in prison for even put his hands on her. His career is done. Again, Ray Rice is a perfect example of it. And so what we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is that now you look back at this and say, wait a minute, what about the men? Does the men has every right as a woman? Does they have every right? So you think about a lot of stuff that's going on in the Dalvin Cook situation. Before this incident happened, ladies and gentlemen, before all this stuff is coming out now, he was a clean-cut man, for real. He didn't get in trouble with the law. He didn't have no criminal record, none of that stuff. But all of a sudden, this stuff coming out. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about this. It's time to have this conversation when it comes to a woman beats a man, or a woman put his hands on a man. Because remember, back in the day, if a woman hit a man, there'll be a joke. They'll basically being, like I said, they're joking about it, laughing about it, ha ha he he, and they're not taking this very seriously. But we already know if the role were reversed, then then Dalvin Cook's career would have been over. He would have a criminal record and all of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to see, women need to, if you are an abuser, sometimes you just need to don't put your hands on anybody. But there's been a record of her doing this to men. So, to me, the thing of it is with Dalvin Cook is that, he's a 200-something pound running back and blah, blah, blah. He's a muscular man. He will do something to her. But at the end of the day, she's a military woman. And you know how, and I'm going to tell you like this, she is a military vet. And sometimes some military women some women who's in the military knows hand-to-hand combat, knows how to use a gun, know how to use a knife perfectly. They've been trained to do that. So it's sad that we living in a situation that, okay, you give a woman a pass for doing what she's doing, but when a man does it, his career is over. He will spend probably half of his life in prison for domestic violence, etc., etc. Y'all let me know what you think. Like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.